Hot, 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 hot.
Hot indeed, Mr. Zoya, Jared Zoya Eggleston, and myself, Solid Jake GG. We are back here. I the GG in
That's
my
Skype,
name.
bro.
That's weird, huh?
That's Skype, bro.
That's Skype. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Hashtag production. Guys, we're here at the grand finals of Kings of the Storm weekly number 2. We have Symbiote Gaming and Team Liquid currently doing the map striking here. It is a best of 5 series. And
Yep.
we see we have a strike on Blackheart's Bay. There's no way for us to visualize this right now. Map striking is a kind of new thing that's just done via text. But
Yep,
Blackheart's...
Waiting for that to happen, as it is getting late, and Zoya is getting tired with all this downtime. But soon we will be in the game. Team Liquid is AFK or something. So we have it is a best of 5 grand finals. Winning team takes home 100 Blizz bucks.
100 Blizz bucks. Yeah, it's a nice small prize. Provided...
Sponsored by Kitty of the Storm,
Yes.
who happens to be the manager of SMG as well. It's funny because every time she does this, her team wins the money. So
She's just giving their team skins.
I said this before, but I honestly think that she goes, "I own you guys, so I don't have to give you this money." And
I
just-
don't think she would do that. I really don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But that would be funny. Like, you know what? Yeah, you guys are mine, so I don't have to give you this $100. But yeah, great thing for big shout out to her because it gives the player something to a little extra to fight for in these matches. And I had a thought. Oh yeah, so we've been casting for 5 hours now, 6 hours.
6 hours? Yeah.
Jesus,
Goes by quick.
we haven't plugged ourselves yet. So Jake, why don't you go ahead and let our wonderful viewers, while we have some downtime, know who
Sure.
you are and
Yeah,
whatnot.
so I'm Solid Jake, a guy that's worked in esports since 2006. I do a lot of stuff here with Heroes of the Storm. I host multiple shows. We do a show together called Town Hall Heroes. It's a high-level competitive podcast. Basically, if you guys know StarCraft 2 and you guys know State of the Game, it's essentially State of the Game here for Heroes of the Storm. I have a YouTube channel with lots of YouTube content from competitive matches to interviews to whatever you want to see. It's all there, all heroes. That's just Solid Jake GG, much like my Twitch. And I stream here regularly on Twitch TV. And Jared, yourself?
Yeah, I'm a former StarCraft commentator. Been commentating for 4 years now. Heroes is my game now, though. It's all I do. It's all I play. So it's everything, man. Like I said, do multiple shows with you. If you guys are interested in following me, you can do my Twitter down below. I tweet usually every time I do something. Sometimes I forget. You can also follow my Twitch, which is Zoya TV. Host King of the Nexus there, which will be this Monday. Cloud9 versus SMG, who we are about to cast live. And yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a fun night. Chat's been super interactive. You guys have been obviously enjoying the games.
Yeah, the chat's been a lot of fun to read. It's exciting to see the Heroes community grow every week, just getting bigger and bigger. New faces in the chat constantly. It's a lot of fun. Hollowness in the chat presently asking why there are no quality options. Guys, I don't have a clue why the stream is not appearing on mobile or quality options, as I am in fact a partner, but I've only been partner for about 3 days, so there might be something that's not
Join
finalized.
the lobby, Jake.
I have not been invited to a lobby.
Join off me.
Oh, I see. I see. I'm sitting here waiting. It looks like the strikes are done.
Yeah, map is Cursed Hollow.
Cursed Hollow, okay.
This is like the 3rd time recently that SMG and Liquid have faced off.
In like
I
2
believe they
weeks.
faced off in like all 3 Kings of the Storm, correct?
Well, it was GGBB in the first one. They were not Team Liquid yet. They were still considered GGBB, and they lost.
Yeah.
GGBB lost 2-0 in the semifinals to SMG. Last week, SMG won once again. I believe they faced
In the
off.
finals, right?
I believe so.
I cast
Yes.
that with Kevin Nocky.
Yes. So you should know.
Alright, man, dude. Jake, what happened in the match number 2 today? It all becomes a blur.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I don't remember anything.
Match
I
number
cast.
2, was that a thing? It was only
Match
6 hours
2.
ago, but
What was that? Match 2 was Wildfire versus somebody. I don't remember. It all becomes a blur. 6 hours, man. Jeez. Shut up,
Yeah.
lazy. You didn't stream today. Listen, bro. I worked 10 hours in preparation for my BlizzCon trip. I streamed over 40 hours. I streamed one day for 13 hours in one day. So you know what, Hollowness? All right, bro. Just okay. All right.
Well, we actually see that SMG is going to be taking the second pick here, so it is going to be Liquid's first pick and ban, and that'll be going in just a couple moments. Liquid is currently thinking about it, discussing what they want to do here on Cursed Hollow.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. Man, and Liquid play. We've cast some weird games today, man.
Oh, we've casted some amazing games. It's been an excellent event. If you guys missed those, all those VODs, of course, will be up very soon. Tomorrow afternoon, all the VODs will be available here on YouTube. Highlights here on Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, I mean,
and these are both pretty standard teams too. So we're gonna see more normalized comps, I believe. But for the most part, today has just been like people doing weird stuff. Like we saw hammer picks, we saw lightning breath Diablos, we saw weird Abathur backdoor strats. We've seen some crazy stuff, but these two teams, they're pretty standard.
2% 2-arc. The chat was blowing up with 2% 2-arc with that 2% core. Oh,
glorious, man.
What a game. That was...
I feel so bad for Glorious after that match. Like, 2%.
Yeah. I mean, it's about as close as it gets. I mean, yeah, sure, it could be 1%, but 2% is cooler. And, yeah, today we saw that Snowflake falling out round 1 to ESP Wildfire, but they did have 2 subs.
Round 2.
Round 2? Oh, round 2, yeah, because round 1, technically,
round 1
they didn't
weird
play.
round.
They didn't
it was
play
like
round
a preliminary round.
So, but they did lose their first match. It was a best of 1, and was it 1 or 2 subs? I forget. I think they had
2.
I think they had 2 subs today. Yeah, so not really their full roster, not really their full representation.
They didn't have Idra or Chillatech, which Idra is probably their main drafter. Well, at least from what my experience of playing with him, he's always very vocal about the drafts and what they should pick and stuff. And then Chillatech being their shot caller, so missing 2 primary members just in their overall strategy.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be tough, no matter what. And guys, we actually have the first ban here. It's going to be Nova, and then SMG is going to follow up with a ban on Tassadar. We're going to actually shift over to our draft screen, showing the wrong teams presently. It's actually going to be Symbiote versus Team Liquid.
Fix the overlays, Jake. Alright, so I've got I didn't want to drink this because I'm going to bed after this cast.
What do you got? Something good?
A monster.
He's thinking about it.
But I'm gonna do it because I was not because we had the shortened bracket, man. It was best of ones first 2 rounds, no double, and it's still been 6 hours, man. We even started an hour earlier.
He's going for it. He took a sip. All right. Well, we have the first pick here. It's going to be Tychus for Team Liquid, going for a quick Tychus pick. Actually, I mean, there's so many games where we saw Tassadar picked right off the bat, but Tychus, another very, very strong first pick.
Yeah, Tychus, you have to choose between Tychus or Arthas, basically, in this situation. And they go for the Tychus. Arthas, Falstad being typical of a Dreadnought. Dreadnought going to be on that Arthas, and Falstad going to be played by KO.
Yeah, I mean, nice picks. Obviously, we've seen Dreadnought's Arthas all day, and it's really something incredible. He's racking up ridiculous amounts of damage on a hero that's not really designed to be a damage dealer, but of course, Arthas is just a very scary, very well-rounded hero in general.
Yeah, he's puts up good numbers. He's so tanky. He's like one of the harder heroes to kill. His kit's just so good overall.
And we're going to see what Liquid has to respond with now. Of course, this is the Grand Finals. There's $100 on the line here and points for the this is a qualifier for a bigger event coming up in a couple weeks. Actually, the week after BlizzCon. That'll be, I guess we're going to call it Kings of the Storm 3. I don't really know what it's going to be called because these are weeklies and then there are primaries, I suppose, or monthlies, whatever you want to refer to it as. But these points do, in fact, go towards that. Symbiote won last week. They won the week prior. They are the reigning champions and their 3rd showing in the Grand Finals. Just kind of showing their dominance. They actually won Champion of New Maelstrom as well last week. That was an event sponsored by various Chinese organizations. It was an Asia/North America event, and Symbiote came on top there as well.
Yeah, Symbiote usually. Hold on, is starting drama in chat, bro. Come at me, man. Next time I stream, swap the webcams. Next time I stream, it is on. This is my menacing face. This is my challenging, threatening face. You're going down. Okay.
Well, while we continue to wait here and Jared makes his menacing face, yeah, we're working. Guys, feel free to hit that follow button. Zoya, post in the chat. Let people follow you there as well. I mean, I see you in the chat a few times, but guys, just follow Zoya TV. Follow myself. We do a lot here on Twitch, and it looks like Rhaegar and Tyrael are going to be the next picks here.
Yeah. SMG's probably like, oh god, Rhaegar again. The ancestral healing is real. Rhaegar, Tyrael, both really solid picks.
This is gonna be really cool to see which way they go with it, because they obviously, the potential right now can go both ways. Ancestral healing is always going to be a threat, but so is Bloodlust. And those last two picks, they can really mold around how they want to build Rhaegar.
Yeah, I agree completely. We'll have to see. Right now, their comp is pretty solid.
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
going to see another tank from them. I would be really shocked if SMG lets a Nubarak go right now. We should see a Nubarak pick from them for sure.
I agree. I agree with that. I mean, I think that's exactly what we'll see here. SMG likes to rock the Nubarak Arthas. It's available for the first time.
I think a Nubarak right wing right now from SMG.
Right wing.
They got the hard engage from Tyrael, and we're going to be expecting another hard engage as well from Team Liquid. And then Brightwing gives the extra map presence with Falstad with the double globals. Double Bribe is also pretty good on this match. Stitches Brightwing. I was
close.
Going for the Stitches over the Nubarak. I believe that is more of a respect thing than like an actual looking at their composition thing.
Yeah, actually.
Junk Train has a really sick Stitches.
He does, and that's a really good point to make. Actually going to see Dreadnought shifting back to Arthas. Stitches will be played by Soldier. It looks like they had a little back and forth determining who will be playing who here. And yeah, okay, Mad Timmy's Brightwing is of course very skillful. I'm excited to see it. We've seen it time and time again. And we'll see what Liquid rounds their roster off with. Obviously, pulling Stitches away from Dunk, very nicely done. I mean, even Biceps plays Stitches. They have multiple players that can play Stitches on the side of Team Liquid here.
Yeah, it's... I wonder what the team's going to be. I don't know if we're going to see a new Baraka with Syrio, because they're both really good initiations, but they're not super duper tanky. And they got a lot of damage right now on the side of Team SMG, so... Possibly Chen.
I mean, even Sonya is a little bit of an option here. I find it unlikely, but it's definitely a pick that we could see happening, having this kind of build. Another frontliner to stay in the front, allowing Tychus to just wail away in the back. And yeah, we will see in just a moment here. Now, there's a lot of cool stuff available left. I mean, Abathur is always a threat, especially on a map like Cursed Hollow. We've seen it time and time again, the push that you can get just from an Abathur alone. And Dunk has been playing Abathur quite a bit as well.
Sorry, there we go. Muted my mic because of typing. You know, I have it to where my mic is actually right next to my mechanical keyboard, so it's really super loud.
Yep.
And you guys don't get to hear it because Jake uses his studio mic for Skype, but for XSplit, he uses his headset mic. So every time Jake types, you're hearing like this little pitter-patter of the keyboard, but I'm hearing like crunch, 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 crunch.
It actually sounds like the world's ending, and the stream doesn't have to hear that. I just make my Skype friends suffer a little bit because for whatever reason, actually I know why, but for various reasons, it's the only way I can execute what I want to do here with my setup. But that being said, yeah, I really think we're going to see Liquid pick up Abathur. I'll actually be a little bit surprised if we do not.
We'll have to see. What are you expecting? Like Abathur and what?
It's hard to say.
Chen?
Chen makes a lot of sense, and I think that's probably their best bet. I bet you they're debating between. Whew, I don't think Val is a good option. I don't think. I mean, Uther still hasn't been picked, which is interesting. I don't think Uther was banned. Abathur, Zeratul. All right, well, Abathur, we had that for sure. And Zeratul to counteract with the Void Prison against something like Stitches. They have that
really good map for it, too.
reversal. Yeah, it's a huge map for him. And this, I like this a lot. I really like Liquid's composition, and we're going to see what Symbiote grabs as their final pick here, and we're just going to hop right into game one. Guys, again, best of 5 series right now.
So it's going to be Zagara. I was seconds from saying it, I swear, because Maw is like the perfect anti-Void Prism. As soon as his Void Prism goes down, you Maw, and it delays, and it wasn't banned. Arthlon gets it. He's so gross on it.
And you know what? If we get those promoted minions are going to be fighting infested minions. There's a nice little counteract there available.
Yeah, it's 12% on the core
per
each infested
catapult. Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting at how strong it really is, guys. We're going into game one here on Cursed Hollow. Get excited because this is going to be a very tough
Grand Finals hype. Grand Finals hype.
I mean, seriously, these teams have shown that they are easily two of the best teams in the game right now. They're going to be showing what they can do. I mean, Team Liquid wants to upset Symbiote. Symbiote is the clear favorite as they've won multiple multiple tournaments in general. I mean, they've only lost a total of 4 competitive matches. Is that correct?
Yep, 4 competitive matches in the history of SMG's tournaments. I think they're like 40-4 or something absurd like that. Probably more than 40 at this point.
Well, we've got the Money Pigs here. Symbiote is going to be on the blue side of the map. The Money Pig spam is true.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at the Money Pig dance.
Well, Jared, why don't you introduce the guys here on the left side of the map?
All right, in the blue trunks, we have on Cursed Hollow, Mad Timmy playing, or Symbiote gaming with Mad Timmy on Brightwing, Arthlon on Zagara, KO on Falstad, Dreadnought on Arthas, and Soldier on Stitches.
And on the right side of the map, we have Pifix playing as Tychus, Biceps as Zeratul, Liquidcheth rocking the Rhaegar, King Caffeine on Tyrael, and last but not least, Dunk Train with his Skeletor Abathur skin here.
That thing is so... Blizzard, man. That art team.
They do good work.
I don't have words. I don't have... It's just so impressive. Look at this, like, look at the detail on the skull of Abathur. Like... It's crazy.
Well, we've got Arthlon going ham right off the bat, just doing some pressure here. We can already see that bottom tower with Demolitionist being out of ammo, but Arthlon might pay with his life, and yes, he does, as Liquid falls. 4 of them just collapsing there as Dunk Train sits soaking the top lane. Nice play by Liquid.
Yep, great job there from them securing that first early kill. Still maintaining to get most of the experience from each lane at the same time as well. Stitch is not going to be easy ganked here.
Yeah, First Blood, not really that huge like other games. In League of Legends, I believe it's a big deal, but with Heroes of the Storm, it's nice, but you can see the experience is actually in favor of Symbiote.
Yeah, by, you know, like, early kills aren't the most impactful thing. We very easily see that. Whoa, actually we have Dreadnought getting pretty low here. Abathur definitely going to be enough to secure this kill. He's trying to keep himself alive, but does end up going down. Good gank there from Caffeine and Biceps.
Very aggressive game start here from Liquid, just being on the map, little roam squads. I mean, having Zeratul on your team, he's a terrifying little guy. He can just shed a lot of damage and sneak around like we will see throughout the game. And then once level 10 hits, he has that Void Prison for incredible control of team fights.
We do have Biceps doing a little bit of light damage to Mad Timmy there. Nothing too serious. And both teams looking like they want to force a fight down here as King Caffeine does come down. Immediately, they're all backing down. The slow does hit, but not enough to force anything to happen. Just SMG a little bit prepared for that and backed off immediately.
Yeah, I mean, learning from their mistakes, saying, look, we know you guys are going to want to do this time and time again. They're realizing Arthlon wants to push with Zagara, but Arthlon not going to get too greedy here. We're definitely going to see a...
Is that the Master Skin?
For the Zagara, that is in fact the Master Skin. I believe he got it last night. Yes, actually, I was playing with him when he got it. He got this skin around 6 a.m. Eastern time, so he's definitely looking to
Kind
rep
of
it
looks like
here.
a Triceratops with the head. The body, though, not so much.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, once we get to the talents, we're definitely going to be seeing a mule picked up by the Abathur dunk train. I mean, with the pressure from Zagara, that's something they definitely want to do here.
Let's see here. Which team will get the first tribute? No one's actually going toward it just yet. It looks like Tyrael and Arthas are the first one to head in that direction, but Dreadnought does not seem to care so much about it. He's going to do a little bit of delaying right now. If he thinks he can beat Caffeine in a 1v1, then sure.
1v1.5. But actually, we have Soldier coming up here. He's got the hook available, not throwing it quite yet. A nice clairvoyance by Team Liquid, showing the positioning of these two players. And just throwing a little death cool here to keep continuing the delay as Biceps rotates up here with Liquid Chef.
Caffeine goes in, though, and they weren't expecting the whole team to have tail falls from below. Dreadnought's getting decently low here, but Stitch is doing a lot of damage to this front line. Biceps is going to take damage from this poison. It should be enough with KO's damage on top of that, and a kill going over to SMG. They're going for the chase of Caffeine, land the hook. Matt Timmy, will he be able to add enough damage? And no, they're just going to let this one go as Shield does get away.
Nicely done by SMG. Liquid with a good attempt to take that, but Liquid still having the advantage slightly here in experience as they've been soaking the lanes constantly. Dunk Train just being in this top lane. Look how far forward he is. That little Locust spawns right outside the towers, and he's rotating back as he realizes he might be in a tough spot.
Dunk Train pushing this top lane, trying to make it to where this is going to be takeable later on. Ammo's already at half HP. Abathur push, it's surprisingly strong. You know, you don't see too much of solo queue doing this well, but Dunk Train is a fantastic Abathur player, and he is doing some decent numbers top lane.
Yeah, he's really does a lot of good work with Abathur. Every time I see it, he just gets work done across the map. Abathur just having the utility of being on the map all over the place. And but you know what? With Arthalon, I really think we will actually end up seeing Nidus from this game. If he sees it fit, I mean, that's the nice thing about Nidus having the change where it's now a global ability. He has the option here, but both teams are posturing. But Soldier is not in a position for this fight.
There's definitely a possibility in Ice Storm. It just Maw is like the same thing as Void Prism on this map. Such narrow corners, you can land some amazing Maws to either just delay or just set up a great team fight. Here we go, King Caffeine getting a little bit of damage onto him, and it looks like Matt Timmy's easily going to get this 3 here. Snowflake, excuse me, Liquid has to back off.
Oh my goodness, the hook on Pithix is so real. Beautifully done by Soldier, securing that kill. He thought he was safe, but no, he got absolutely hook sniped. Beautiful hook.
Hook sniped. I like that. I'm going to start using that. That was a great hook from Soldier. It's not actually a pick we see often from SMD. Like, look at their history. They never pick situations. But here we go. Caffeine coming in from above with Biceps, and looks like Liquid Chef will get hooked here. The slow does not land. He's going to end up backing off. Arbiter going to help him out there. They're trying to force a disengage off this Grade Golem, but SMG is just too tanky here. The sustained healing for Matt Team is going to be enough. But will King Caffeine actually get the loot on it? No, he's going to delay that. He's going to have to get out of there.
A nice attempt, but actually the hook's going to help him get out of this. Should have saved the hook for after the judgment there, or the smite there, and not going to work out, allowing him to live. Abathur in the top lane, in position to potentially help with this, but I don't know if we'll see that happen. But look at this wall here in the top lane. I mean, Dunk Train has just powered through it.
I mean, we saw it in all those Glorious versus 2-arc matches. Man, Abathur can push. It's just insane. I mean, the 2%, guys, was done by an Abathur and a Grave Golem. It's real. And the Soldier is up here to clear this wave right now. Matt Timmy going to help him do that. I mean, Matt Timmy is getting so many stacks for bribe off of this that
I mean, you heard that bing like right there. The ping just went off. King Caffeine actually in a pretty rough spot here. The root going down from Arthas, and King Caffeine will lose his life. Maybe damaging a Hydralisk if he's lucky, but no, not even going to get that.
Grave Golem has been cleared up for Team Liquid here. They will be able to move freely on the map, but SMG is doing the top Grave Golem. As, we'll have to see how RNG is going to bless SMG this game. Will it spawn on the top side for them, or will it spawn in a different section of the map? We already have a lot of Team Liquid headed up in this direction, but it's not going to be fast enough here.
Yep, Liquid just falling back, realizing another tribute is about to spawn any moment here. Like you said, will RNGesus be kind to Symbiote Gaming in this match? we will see. Because they got lucky, like real lucky. Not that they wouldn't have won the game, but oh my goodness, the Void Prison here getting all 5 members, allowing the Odin, double Odin Bloodlust here. Emerald Wind disengaging. We see the Maw. Maw was in fact the selection here. That's a really interesting looking Maw with a giant Odin in it. Shock and Awe going down, picking off Zeratul. SMG taking something that was horrible, doing pretty well with it. KO is falling as well. Liquid Chef on the back foot here. He's going to fall as well. And SMG just flips a horrendous situation and turns it out good for them.
Yep, that is the power of Maw. I'm not surprised at all why they took it. I didn't think it would be that effective. I mean, they immediately dove straight in, and then Dreadnought, I think Arthlon hit 2 people, maybe 3 in that Maw. And then that just won them the fight. They were able to take that fort. Now they have the curse.
I mean, a bloodlusted Odin. It was, in fact, the Abathur Odin, but still, you take that out of the fight. That's a lot of damage you don't have to worry about. Nice reactionary pick, though. He grabbed it right then and there, ready for that initiation, and well done.
Level 13 to level 11 right now. Huge, full talent advantage in favor of SMG, and they might hit 16 off this push depending on how much damage they can do. All 5 members of SMG are here in the mid lane. Abathur Heroic is down for a long time right now. Good hook there. Pythix ends up getting slowed. Everyone on SMG collapses and Pythix gets annihilated. King Caffeine has to back off now. His Q is down. Will they be able to secure the kill? No, they're not. They're going to be able to take that fourth out. What is SMG's plan? It looks like they're rolling up to the Knights. Doesn't look like they're willing to push a keep just yet.
Yeah,
Ooh, KO.
I mean, really just constantly decisive play. KO is going to be just fine diving over the wall. Honestly, I was actually more worried about our Zeratul player in that situation because Stitches had the hook ready to roll. Soldier has just been on the lookout for any opportunity to get a hook here. And honestly, Liquid is starting to realize how dangerous it is.
Right now, looking at the hero damage, most of SMG's on top. Second in damage is actually Dunk Trade on Abathur right now. Obviously, having that hat to constantly defend and poke at enemy heroes is going to give you a huge damage spike, but for the most part, it's 4 members of SMG leading this game on the hero damage, doing a great job. They're going to be taking both sets of Knights. They took all the forts right now. Forts are currently 6-3. They have full map control. They're about to hit level 16. Looks like they're going to be able to snipe Chef down here. At least that's what they're wanting to do, but they do have the watchtower. Chef does realize that's going on. He's going to immediately start backing off. It looks like Chef's Rhaegar mount is bugged to me. He's not, doesn't move in his legs. I don't know if you saw that. Just kind of gliding.
You know what? I love hover wolves. If I had to pick a favorite animal, it might be the hover wolf, and Liquid Chef agrees apparently here. Now, Liquid knows that SMG is on the offensive here. They know they're going for this giant. It's a very obvious situation. You can see the banelings right now. They want to defend. This hook goes out. The hook is currently down. They have an opportunity to engage. The beautiful Void Prison going to get 3 people, but is it going to work out for them? We're seeing the double Odin go down, the Emerald Wind for disengage of Bloodlust, but oh my gosh! The Maw getting absolutely everything in that. I can't even talk anymore. That was just a perfect Maw. Once again, Arthlon just showing what he's got, and Pythix going to take out Arthlon here. Mad Timmy going to fall as well, but Dreadnought in the back going to burn. Pythix falling as well.
That the only thing that I think unfortunately went wrong there was the Shock and Awe did miss. The Maw hit everyone as the Shock and Awe was going down, so a little bit of uncoordination there from SMG, but they still won the fight 4-for-2. Only Abathur is left. With these 3 members, I don't know where Stitches is. There he is. They should be able to take this core. I mean, Zeratul is alive right now as well as Hero in 3 seconds. They might have to back off. It depends on how greedy they're feeling.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I just had to take the biggest jug of water because I forgot how to talk during that. I couldn't believe how wonderful of a Maw that was. King Caffeine and Soldier's actually going to eat the member right there. King Caffeine going to spit biceps right out, but he will in fact fall. Soldier, excuse me, will fall. And we just see KO defending the top lane here, soaking up all these minions.
Yeah, both teams doing a good job of, SMG doing a good job of rotating around the map when they have full this map control right now. And the next tribute is up. They're going to be already in position. They don't actually have their fall set or Stitches with them, obviously. It is right now a 3v4 with KO on the way, but they do get the tribute no problem, and it is now 1-1. SMG doing a great job of keeping control of the map and rotating.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, we see Liquid knows what's going on. They are going to collapse here on this Grave Golem. SMG is burning it down rather quickly. Biceps has eyes on the situation. SMG actually disengaging.
Yep, it is a 5v4 right now, and ooh, Abathur ult blown a little bit early there, Dunk Train. Not going to have it up for the next big engagement. I like that they are using it preemptively, so the Odin is up for that Bloodlust, but Arthas now going on to Bicep. The armies of the dead is they want to force the fight here. Here comes Soldier from behind. The key judgment does go down on Arthon there. Really want to take him out of the fight. He's going to make it too good a place. There's the Maw landing it on two people here. Dreadnought and Soldier coming up from the buy. KO does end up flying right on top of Liquid Check, segregating him from the rest of the team. And Dunk Train gonna lose that Abathur clone, and it is suddenly now a 5 versus 4 with the Abathur hat assisting. So I guess 5 versus 4.5. But Team Liquid is on full retreat.
Yeah, I mean, that fight was absolutely everywhere. I mean, beautifully done. We saw Symbiote just kind of disperse and then come back and collapse. Very, very well done. Nice plays. Good attempts by Liquid to steal this golem, but it's not going to pay off.
Yeah, it just didn't work for them. It looks like SMG is going to be getting the golem instead, and it is going to be pushing that bot lane. Its wall is down. Liquid has to respond to this Grave Golem, or it will take that keep. But no, Liquid is wanting to take the Grave Golem of their own and force a fight up here. If they lose this fight, that will be it. SMG will be able to end off this.
Yes, I agree with this. I mean, if they lose this fight, they're actually backing off, realizing this is too much of a risk. We can actually throw the game here, and I like the call to back off here. Give this Golem up, because if you make a mistake, the game's over.
KO going to go back to clear up top lane. It did take that top port because of Dreadnoughts and his push, or not excuse me, Dreadnought, Dunk Train and his push. And SMG will be taking this top Grave Golem. The Clairvoyance does go down, so Liquid is aware that that is happening. And SMG's got a full level lead right now, man.
That they do, got a full level lead, and approaching level 20, going to grab another mercenary camp here in the offensive side, and the Golem's going to push the top lane. Liquid has to defend all of these merc camps, and SMG has the tribute at their fingertips if they want it.
Looks like they might want to push here with those Knight. All 5 of them are here. Zeratul is actually headed towards the tribute. He is not with his team. They desperately need that Zeratul here for the delay.
This is a mistake because they're going for the core here. Zeratul is needed for that Void Prison. He's going to grab the tribute. Biceps will immediately hearth back here as we see SMG actually falling back once the curse is achieved.
Huh. Interesting decision making there from SMG to want to commit that much and give up the curse. I guess they weren't expecting the Zeratul not to be there. The King Cat gets caught out of position. No judgment goes down. He ends up falling. Emerald Windows push Pythix back. The Shotgun does end up missing. Good dash from Pythix. They're on full retreat. Dunk Train has cloned the Odin, and there it goes down. Will we see the Bloodlust from Liquid Chef? He's a little bit out of position, and he's not that big of a range until you get the 20 upgrade for it. But most people don't even get that until they go for that. And there's the Bloodlust, but Dunk Train already losing that Odin. Pythix coming up from behind. Matt Timmy and KO are both pretty low on HP.
The Moss! What on earth is this, man? Arthalon, that Maw literally just ended the game. It's every single time. The Maw is so on point. He waits for the perfect second, and he's just literally ended the game.
We saw 2 Zagara bands from Wildfire versus SMG. They know what Arthalon is capable of. He's a former Challenger League player for League of Legends. That is not something to look at and just like, whatever, that's not that good. He's a MOBA veteran, very solid player, and we're seeing it in these games. Every single Maw has hit multiple person and has controlled the team fight greatly.
Okay, so SMG playing it safe, not going to take the risk.
Look at all this experience in top and bottom.
They didn't end the game. That's fine. Oh my gosh, that is one big wave here. And KO is going to get all these delicious stacks. I assume he's running Marksman. We can check right quick here. He is running Season Marksman.
Oh, he is.
And he's going to get a lot of stacks from that wave. Very, very nice. Now, SMG in a very favorable position, 53% on the core for Liquid left here. Those Maws, I have to call myself because I'm going to die before the series ends if we keep seeing Maws like that.
Well, I don't want that to happen because we got the rest of the finals cast. I don't feel like streaming, so, you know, if you see a team fight coming, just kind of look away, Jake. You know, we can't let that happen. But we do have all of Liquid headed down here in position. It looks like they might. I don't know what they're doing actually. But SMG's just kind of going full ham. Maybe they're going for a flank or a counter backdoor. Maybe they want to race it because you have to keep in mind Bloodlust makes you kill. No, they're just going.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the wrong call. Their core is at 53%, and every single member is at their doorstep. Yeah, Bloodlust Archon, but they still have to power through the keep. It's not gonna work out for them. They rightfully back. Now again, we have a nice forward prison. Will they capitalize on this?
Here we go, the Bloodlust does go down. Arthon in the back, dueling with Dunk Train here. He is going for the retreat. Judgment goes down on him. Will he end up falling? He does bolt out of there. That level 20 proving to be so helpful here. At the same time, though, Dreadnought and Stitches. Mad Timmy just going for the kill. Arthon did not die. He just hided, delayed for as long as possible. SMG going to take game number 1.
What a game! That level 20 advantage being clutched, like you said, that Bolt of the Storm to keep Zagara alive. They saw Zagara having the value mods, and they went for him. They said, we need to get this big initiation. We need to burn down Zagara. Bolt was enough to keep him alive, and the rest of the team just got picked apart, and we saw the game end there. What a game. Man, the games today in general, like, wow.
I mean, there's a reason why Wildfire banned Zagara.
I guess so. I mean, if we saw it there, because Arthalon is terrifying.
Yep.
I mean, not to take anything away from the rest of the players on SMG, because everyone played great, but just those Maws were able to do so much work. I didn't know a Maw could fit that many things in it. Like, what on earth? Double Odin's in there, and you name it. Oh. Guys, we're going to get ready for the next game here.
That laugh.
And we'll be back in just a very short break. We're going to jump into Game 2 as soon as humanly possible, but we do have to strike maps once again.
Follow the stream!
Follow the stream here. Follow Zoya's stream at Zoya TV.
No, just follow this one. He doesn't have enough followers. Follow this one.
Guys, we'll be right back. Guys, we are back here for game number 2 of the grand final. Zoya staying awake, drinking his Monster Energy drink. And we're getting the lobby set up here, getting the teams in with the band. The pick band phase is going to start in just a moment.
Now, I got a little speech for all the viewers right now. Sometimes in life, we feel like, you're missing something, and it just feels like there's this emptiness. And for the most of you, that's probably true for all of your life. But I found the answer. All of you just have to buy a money pig. It'll change your life forever.
Goodness.
The money pig is real, my friends. I have found happiness. Arthlon, Dreadnought, and Soldier have found happiness. Do you want to find happiness?
Jared?
Jake will never find happiness.
I had 23,000 gold or something like that. I bought Lily instead of a money pig.
Okay, well, I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys Town Hall Tuesday night.
All right, guys. We have the bans coming down here. A ban on Tychus and a ban on Tassadar. Jared, I had to own every support. I'm a support player. I didn't have Lily, so I picked her up.
That's understandable. Okay, I'll forgive you as long as you realize you messed up.
I'm not going to play her. I just had to have her. No.
Whatever you have to tell yourself.
Pick on Arthas here. We're going to see Dread on Arthas most likely, and immediately Liquid responds with a Falstead Nova pick. Both teams knowing what they want for the opening here. Falstead Nova, a very interesting start picks.
Taking Falstead away from KO, which is always, a safe choice, and then Nova's not banned. A lot of teams struggle against Nova. Arthlon has a pretty scary Nova, so taking that as well.
And Mad Timmy will be playing Brightwing once again in Tyrael.
What are you drinking?
Pouring myself a glass of water.
Nice, bro. I have a water bottle
gotta stay
right
hydrated.
here. Yeah, man, if you guys are interested in becoming casters, it is so important that you drink water. Take a look at Tasteless. If you compare his Broodwar casting to his StarCraft 2 casting, his voice has changed a lot. And it's because he was screaming for several hours without drinking anything.
Point in case, Kings of the Storm 2. I drank almost a gallon of water. Sia Steve didn't even drink a glass of water, and his voice was bothering him for a full week after that.
Yep.
9 hours a day of casting, you need to drink. I've drank almost a gallon today as well.
Like on Town Hall, I remember someone said in chat, Zoe, every time you're done talking, you take a drink. I literally go through, today I've gone through 3 water bottles, just because it's that important. You'll actually hurt your voice. It's that big of a deal.
Yep, well, this is in fact going to be game 2 of this best of 5 series, so this will definitely not be the final game. It is not actually a possible thing. And Brightwing Tyrael was selected, but Liquid taking time to pick their next 2 heroes.
Yeah, Liquid has always been one of the slower drafts. They are a very vocal team. A lot of teams, they have one person who's mainly in charge of the drafting, everyone else the slow and small opinions here and there. But Liquid, everyone chimes in. They debate a lot. It's not like a negative atmosphere. They're like, no, you're dumb. They're not screaming at each other, but they are very vocal during the draft phase, and they want to make sure they get the best picks possible.
I mean, you can't fault them for that, to play nice and passive here, making sure that they know what they're doing and making sure what they're doing is what they want. I see the chat reacting to the Money Pig speech right now.
Yep. That was a good speech. I liked it. Oh no, there's the community manager, Katie. She's not happy with my Money Pig speech. What would be good for Liquid? I'm expecting a Chen pick. Maybe Chen a noob. Depends on how much priority they're putting into a support. Okay, so we won't see Chen a noob, because this is their last 2 picks. They already have the Tassadar. Maybe Chen plus Uther, I'm thinking.
Honestly, it's Garden. I could see Zagara being good again.
Yeah, but Liquid doesn't play Zagara.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think they have. I mean, they might in some scrims, but I don't.
No, I was thinking for SMG.
No, for SMG. Sorry, no, I was like, is it because it's Liquid's pick?
Yeah,
I'm thinking Liquid's gonna pick Chen plus Uther. because they've got Tassar, which is of course great damage, and then they got False Unknown, which is also 2 great damage. But they lack a support and they lack a tank.
Yeah. I can't disagree. Whoa. Stitches.
Okay, I
Tyrande.
mean, like the Stitches, I'm okay with. The Tyrande is weird.
Well,
Tyrande is
they're going for the synergy between the two heroes. I mean, you get the hook there, you Hunter Mark, and you just remove someone from the game. It doesn't matter who they are. With Hunter Mark, they're going to fall incredibly quickly. So, I see the idea here. It's
every
just
one
like,
of their heroes does insane amount of damage. Like Stitches is one of the top damage in game, even as a warrior.
yeah. So,
I've seen Faye top damage on Tyrande many times.
yeah, I mean,
She is great damage. Like every one of these heroes, like Tassadar, great damage, one of the best. False Sun Nova, best rate. Like they are pure damage. They just lack. They have no sustain. Like they have to blow up that team immediately.
I just want to know why Tyrande and not Malfurion. I love Stitches with Malfurion. I think that's a really, really strong pair. I see Tyrande. I mean, Hunter's Mark is really good. Obviously, Garden of Terror.
I don't like the Tyrande pick.
A Garden of Terror. I mean, the Sentinel has a ton of value in terms of just keeping eyes on your opponent, and especially when it comes to Shadowstalk and Sentinel. So I understand this. They're always going to know where a Symbiote is. But it's interesting.
Sustain.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The Stitches I was okay with. You know, they needed a warrior. Stitches or 10 are both high priority picks. I kind of dislike the Stitches against a Tyrael comp just because they have so much hard to initiate as it is. So like someone gets hooked, Tyrael's instantly there. Raynor Vala, which to be expected, I guess, since they already have the 2 warriors. There was no other ranged carries available because they were all picked or banned. Tychus was banned. They only had Vala, Falstad were taken. I mean, Falstad never taken.
I like this pick. I mean, we're going to see Arthur Raynor, and his Raynor looked really good.
Yep.
I think it would have been a mistake to get Zagara in this situation, and I'm very happy with their response with Raynor Vala. It makes a lot of sense. This is going to be a cool game because I mean, honestly, it's going to come down to the hooks. It's really going to come down to getting those picks, getting those guaranteed kills, and just kind of steamrolling.
Is it Dunk Train on Stitches?
That's King Caffeine.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's say Dunk Train is capable of making plays. I haven't seen Caffeine Stitches. So
I have. It's quite good. And yes, we're going to see Dunk Train playing as Tassadar. It's going to be Chef on Tyrande. Chef typically in the support role here. And Pithix playing as Falstad. But guys, looks like half the players are ready.
I was typing.
Good man.
Good man. Why are only half the players ready?
I assume they're having a last-minute discussion of their battle plan. Liquid is sitting here. They have not readied up. They're making sure they know what they're doing in this match.
You have to give it major creds to Liquid, though. They are a team that hasn't been around as long. I mean, Chef only started, like, he got in the alpha kind of early, but then he quit and didn't come back for a while.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't realize I still had a pick. For some reason, I thought they had Tassadar as that last slot, but Tassadar must have been a ban when I read it.
Really? I thought they had Tassadar too.
It was a ban. Okay, so it was a ban on Tassadar.
He just typed it out weird.
Yeah, it was on 2 different lines. It said Tass, and then it said ban below it. So
they didn't have Tassadar. Our theory crafting has been wrong the whole time. Who did they pick? Zeratul? That's still a weird comp.
It's very weird.
That makes it even more weird because they don't have the shields from Tassadar, so their only support is Tyrande. I mean, so what they're going to be doing is King Cat. So it is biceps on Stitches. I've seen biceps Stitches before. What they're going to be doing is they're going to be going for Void Prisms to cut out half the team. They're going to use Hunter Mark from Tyrande and the stuns from Stitches and stuff. And they're going to immediately blow up a few people because they have so much damage with this comp with the Nova. Played by Dunk Train. Dunk Train's Nova is sick good. Like, he is so good at skill shots. And that is their plan, is just to evaporate team, apart some members while, sectioning off a few.
I mean, yeah, I definitely think it can work for them. Obviously, Zeratul plus Stitches is a very scary thing to have to deal with. Their sustain is quite low, though, like you said.
Yeah. But here we go. Don't know if your overlays are correct.
Oh, they're correct. I actually figured it out. The team hosting is always going to be on the left. So that's why I spoke to Dreadnought. I said, you host every game, and we'll be perfect.
Why isn't Soldier on his money pig?
Whoa.
What is happening, Jake? No, I'm not introducing them. I'm not doing it.
Are they? All right. Well, I guess I gotta introduce SMG here. Mad Timmy's gonna be playing Brightwing. Arthalon on Vala. KO gonna be playing Raynor. Actually, a switch there. We had Arth on Raynor earlier. Soldier playing Arthas, and Dreadnought on his money pig with Tyrael.
And obviously, the much better team who doesn't throw away money pigs. We have Team Liquid, Dunk Train on Nova, Pythix on Falstad, King Caffeine on Zeratul, Biceps on Stitches, and Liquid Chef rounding out the team on Tyrande. I like how I say Liquid Chef, but they're all liquid.
I know, but his name says Liquid Chef. So
I know.
It's just easier to read it that way. Everyone thinks of him as...
Team Synergy, guys, come on.
Yeah, I know. These failures, not putting Liquid in their name. What are they doing? No, that's quite fine. Now, like you said, the Money Pig has forsaken their team potentially here. I just want to point out the fact that we're constantly seeing so much diversity. You don't know who's going to be playing which hero. We saw Arthalon on Raynor earlier, now KO's on Raynor. We've seen a Dunk Train on Stitches, now we see Biceps on Stitches. A lot of people just have that multi-diversity, keeping their, just allowing your team to be reactive in as many situations as possible. A nice hook here on KO, and Dunk Train going to be coming in with the snipes. Is it going to be enough? Is the healing going to come off? Brightwing coming on, and no kill will be had right just yet.
Here we go. The engagement is still in pursuit. Nope, KO not going to go ahead and chase that. Interesting to note that it is KO on Raynor, not Arthalon.
Did you listen to anything I just said?
Dude, I am freaking dead right now.
I like literally just went on a rant. I literally just went on a rant by that.
Okay. So we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Jake, go ahead and say some things while I take a big drink of this monster.
Yes. Well, Mad Timmy here is getting quite low. Dunk Train is gonna soak up a lot of damage, but that is in fact a clone they're fighting. Soldier, Mad Timmy, and Arthalon able to grab the 15 skulls here, and there are going to be 15 more here. Soldier's going to pick up. On the other side of the map, we have Dreadnought here trying to posture. Just going to go back on into his base here as King Caffeine will collect these 15 skulls. Teams will each have a 30-30 split, but SMG already working on the Plant Terror in the bottom.
Yep, and that's something we saw in their earlier Plant Terror maps as well. They like to go for a super early Plant Terror, and actually Chef ends up scouting this with his owl. Dunk Train's coming up from behind, and Soldier immediately backing off. The snipe does go down, does slow him down a bit, but not level 7 yet, so no hot shots. KO coming up forward here, and a hook goes down onto Mad Timmy. There are 3 members of Team Liquid here. Should be able to secure this kill. The shield does go down, the snipe happens, the body block from the clone is not enough to secure that kill, and Mad Timmy will end up surviving. The owl just not right on target for that, and actually we have Dreadnought coming straight in on Dunk Train. He is slow. You are not getting away. One of the major, well, I guess the major weakness, or right now, I guess the only weakness of Nova right now is until level 20, she has no mobility, no escapes at all.
Not
Once
yet.
you get level 20, you can get Bolt, but not yet. No, it should never be a ever.
Well, we see this Plant Terror is in fact falling. Nothing cheeky going to be coming out of here, and now the hook was possible, but Biceps reeling. He doesn't have reinforcements, so no sense in throwing a hook out there as it could backfire on him. Liquid Chef and King Caffeine here in the bottom lane looking for Arthalon. If Arthalon oversteps his grounds, we might see a pick here.
We'll see if it happens. He's pretty safe right now, and will end up just going back, not willing to risk that early kill. Both teams level 6 right now. SMG going for the top Plant Terror, but a lot of Team Liquid is headed up here. 3 members are here already. Zeratul and Tyrande headed up as well, and SMG is going to back off. The hook does end up missing from Biceps, not going to be able to grab Soldier there like he wanted to.
Yeah, no luck there indeed. King Caffeine, though, is spotted here. Soldier is on the hunt here, but Dunk Train right around the corner, and the hook almost picks up Soldier. No dice, though.
Gotta be careful of that golem, though. The stun could almost hit King Caffeine there. Pythix actually getting a little bit low there. The chase is happening. Soldier goes for the slow, and he doesn't. Pythix, sorry, you are going down, my friend. Biceps try to get in position to save him. Dreadnought going straight in on him. Dunk Train's coming from the rear. King Caffeine's already half health. Soldier's going straight in on him. Will they be able to secure the kill? No, he does end up getting stunned in. It looks like there will not be any more kills secured here. Soldier desperately wanting to find King Caffeine here. He is running for his life, but he will survive. And we have the first plant tear of the game going over to Team SMG. But the fight continues as Dunk Train comes up on Dreadnought, lands the snipe, Biceps and Pythix come up from behind, and they are going to just have to back up. The hook does happen on Soldier, though, and Liquid Chef will be able to help secure that kill with that Hunter's Mark. And 2 kills to 2 now.
Nicely done by Liquid, cleaning up a kill and getting a lot of seeds there for that. But the plant terror is in fact pushing here in the bottom lane. Timmy here for support, and Liquid should be collapsing on this in just a moment.
Okay, guys, I am wide awake now. I just drank over half of this monster. It's one of the big cans, so no more forgetting or not listening to what Jake says.
Yeah, well, we do see Liquid is in fact collapsing here on Arthalon, but Arthalon doesn't give too much of a darn right now. Dreadnought in the front lines. Dunk Train gonna fall right quick. Nicely done. The damage output of both teams being very high in this match. King Caffeine barely blinking out of here as Zeratul, and Arthalon is just going for it. He's in the front lines. Chef looks like a tasty snack for this terror, and he will in fact fall.
2 for 0 there, I believe, correct? Or was it just 1?
That is 2 for 0.
Okay. So kills are right now 4 to 3 in favor of SMG. They're so close to that level 10. Heroics, I don't know if the Heroics are enough for them to keep pushing here. The Plant Terror is falling off right now, so it will not be the case. They are level 10, though. Curious to see what Arthalon is taking on Vol Up. Does he get Strafe or Rain of Vengeance? He does take Strafe. And actually, whoa! Very rarely do we see Blink kill on a Brightwing, but Mad Timmy going for it, which makes sense against this team. This team is on a super dive-heavy comp.
Yeah, you see 2 stealthies, and you don't see a lot of melee. There is absolutely no reason to get Emerald Wind. Emerald Wind is not going to push anyone back. If he got hooked, he could Emerald Wind and do something cheeky, I guess. But Blink kill 9 times out of 10 is going to be more valuable, as he then becomes an incredibly slippery target for those 2 stealthies.
SMG secures the Giants. Team Liquid not able to contest that. Taking a look at their talents: Gorge, Void Prism, Shadow Stalk, and Precision Strike. Everything looking normal on Team Liquid's end. Giants are going to be cleared up pretty quickly by them. Level 10 to level 10 right now. SMG just kind of moving from position to position, and Team Liquid kind of following them around. Kind of wanting to go for these picks. You know, the thing about Stitch is that at any moment, if he catches one player out of position, the hook can happen, the Gorge follow up, and that person isn't getting away.
Yeah, well, we see Liquid is going to be grabbing the offensive Knights here. A nice decision, but SMG is quickly collapsing on them. King Caffeine in the front lines. Is he going to be spotted here?
Does actually get seen here. The eyes from SMG are too strong. Dreadnought goes in from behind. Soldier does not. Oh, that Void Prism canceling out the judgment. King Caffeine.
Gosh!
I don't know if that was reactionary or he just happened to be doing it at the same time. Did it consume the judgment cooldown? It did! It completely consumed the 80-second cooldown. No judgment from Dreadnought.
Wow. Wow, that's huge. Not only did it save his life and stop the initiation and blew a heroic, that was a guaranteed kill if it went off, but beautifully done. Like you said, I think it was already being thrown out before the judgment even was commenced. But we see a big precision strike here in the middle lane.
And the fight goes on as, well, nope, does not go on.
Yep,
precision strike, and everyone just
backs off, throws out a hook, and no dice there.
Here we go. Will Liquid be willing to fight here? They should be able to, because Arthas is not there. KO getting completely obliterated there. Mad Timmy going to get gorged, and 2 for nothing it'll look like, and Dreadnought and Arthon have to just back off.
Yep, Symbiote got a little bit riggedy wrecked, picked off there in that situation. We see the Owl coming out for Team Liquid. Very even game. It's 4 to 6 kills in favor of Liquid. Symbiote's up 1 fort presently, and it is nighttime, so Symbiote's going to see what they can get done.
Yeah, they want to get another plant terror desperately. There are enough seeds still on the map for them to make it. Yes, with the plant terror, they should have enough, just barely. But Biceps is over here threatening to land that hook. SMG, not all here just yet. We're waiting for that Rainer to get over there. Good owl from Liquid Chef, getting some decent damage onto Dreadnought and preparing the vision for the team. The plant terror is on the way. Zeratul's on his way. I don't know if they're going to be able to. Hook goes down onto KO. He's immediately getting a lot of damage on him. Already at half health. Blink kill does go down. They do get the siege, and the plant terror is growing, but it is suddenly a full collapse. The Void Prism goes down. KO and Dreadnought in the back here. What can Team Liquid do? There's the shot. Almost missed! The Void Prison didn't go down. No damage there. Argon gets a full strafe up, doing a lot of damage to Pickaxe and Bicep. The hook does go down, but he's being pushed away by Bicep. Judgment goes down. Liquid Chef evaporated. Dunk Train doing a lot of damage with this Plant Terror. Pithix trying to get away here. Team Caffeine going on KO from behind. He's getting low in HP.
Actually missed his Q there, missing his skill shot. I mean, he actually could have survived for a little while, potentially killing King Caffeine in response, but a rare mistake.
Yeah, not the. I don't know. What do you think that would have secured the kill? I don't think so.
I mean, it would have allowed his team to fall back. He would have stayed alive. Okay. So there's I mean, it wouldn't have killed him with that shot, but there's a chance it could have been the other way around in the long run.
The Shadow Stalk respects the Plant Terror. I'm not a support player, so this is not.
I mean, the Plant Terror is shown on the minimap at all times, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Well, I mean, yes, but like the physical body of it. Does it get stuck?
I don't know the answer to that, I'll be honest.
Chat, let me know in 3 minutes, okay?
Well, Dunk Train pressing on in here. This top tower is going to fall right quick. The wall will follow, so this fort is wide open for Team Liquid if they want it, but they're backing off as they realize the terror is up for their enemies and not them. 50 seconds left on this terror. Arthlon going to see how much value you can get out of it.
He is trying to as much damage to this wall as possible. The wall will definitely fall. Will they be able to secure this keep or this fort? Polymorph not really doing much there, just kind of throwing it out, trying to do a little bit of zoning here. Here comes SMG. King Caffeine just waiting in the back. Is his Void Prism up? It is, and here he goes. It looks like he's ready to go in. A perfect Void Prism can be set up here if he can land it, and goes straight on the KO. Does a decent amount of damage. Backs off. Shadow Stalk is used. SMG is in retreat right now. The keep might, or the fort might actually fall here. Going back in. Judgment goes down onto Dunk Train, immediately getting a back right. He's not going to survive. Good burst there from Team SMG. King Caffeine coming from the rear. Arthlon is now out. He still has a strafe up. King Caffeine's right there. He goes for some damage on Arthlon. Blinks on out of there. And it looks like it'll just be 1 for nothing and a keep taken. Keep saying keep, a fort taken for SMG.
Now, I like the decision to throw that Polymorph with the Plant Terror in front of the Judgment, pretty much securing that kill. It's just a little nice thing you see there. A lot of just guarantees involved in each of these initiations whenever possible, making sure you get that 1 kill. I believe Void Prison is still up and ready for action whenever, and we might see one come down here. There it is, KO, and actually 3 members can go in, coming down with a Precision Strike, but not getting any work done with it. And we're going to see SMG just rotate back here, potentially take these knights.
A little bit of a mistake there on that Void Prism. He missed Vala with it, who was in the middle of a full strafe, doing a lot of damage in that fight. Liquid comes forward here. They don't have their situation. I don't know if they can contest the knights, and no, the knights are going straight over to SMG. They're so close to level 16, and right now SMG is pushing top lane while there's a Siege Giant pushing bot lane. That tower's out of damage. Liquid Chef has to respond. Pithix has to defend mid lane, and now it is a 5v2 in this top lane.
Yep, and SMG wants to push here. Now we do have King Caffeine in the back here. He's just going to look for that opportunity. That
He's such a brave Zeratul, man.
Friendly. Yeah, he is. He knows where to be at all times. Actually, Arthlon getting sight of the Shimmer and going for it. Dunk Train, that is in fact a clone. Dunk Train is right back here, and they're going to see him, but not going for it. KO taking a decent amount of damage, and they're just going to keep this pressure on this fort here. Liquid giving it up.
Yep. 3 forts to 6 in favor of SMG. They have got pretty solid map control right now. They're going for more seeds. Level 16 to level 15, but looks like Liquid might be willing to fight this as Falstead and Chef are headed over right now. Taking a look at the healing done, this is how little Tyrande heals. She's being out-healed by Mad Timmy, Tyrael, and Arcus.
You know, yeah, Tyrande, you typically don't spec her towards healing, and her healing even then is pretty lackluster. Mad Timmy getting hooked in a nice Precision Strike, but it's not going to be enough as the Blink heal to dodge is real. Dreadnought falling pretty low. The Void Prison is in fact up. Dreadnought is going to fall here most likely. Soldier actually being a good enough distraction. We see Army of Dead keeping him alive time and time. The strafe burning through everything.
Evaporating both Tyrande and Falstead. A beautiful strafe there from Arthlon. Is now a 2v5, and I mean, what does Liquid have to do to get back in this game? Oh my god, Jake, take a look at the, wait, no, okay. I thought I clicked hero damage, and I clicked siege damage, and I saw Arthlon at 77,000 damage. I was like, what? It's 13 minutes, how did he do that much damage? But no. Zoya is being silly again,
Zoya
guys.
is being silly. 23,000 coming out of Dungtrain at this point. Actually, almost every member of Liquid is out damaging Symbiote. Just Arthlon up there in the charts, but it's not mattering too much here.
Ooh,
as
Caffeine.
10 kills in favor of Symbiote Gaming here. King Caffeine did in fact fall while we were looking at those stats.
So let's go ahead. I want to touch on this Chef build. A lot of players don't realize this is how Tyrande is built. It is a pure Owl, True Shot, or damage type build. Getting all the Owl upgrades at level 1, 4, and 16.
Let's talk about KO's Dungtrain's positioning here on Mad Timmy. Mad Timmy is going to fall. No blink kills going to be available there. And a big initiation. My computer is lagging a little bit, guys. I apologize for that. But everyone is going to get Dreadnought in the front line. A nice Lunar Flare coming out of Liquid Chest, but it's not going to be enough to save him or the Citrus player. And Piffix is on the run here. Banshees chasing Hot Pursuit. Soldier going to get this route. No, not going to happen.
It's something I've noticed with my computer too, and everyone else that streamed this game, that Strafe, for some reason, when that thing goes off, it just lags. Like, it's just a laggy ability. I don't know what it is about it. Alpha is alpha, I guess, but
yeah, I mean, I have a brand new graphics card. Should be able to handle this, but apparently not going to help out too much. Well, anyways, these Giants are going to push to the bottom lane. And you're talking about the Tyrande build. Like you said, it's a very arrow, like the Sentinel-oriented build. We can just look at it quickly here. Pierce makes hit multiple targets. You get the Empower, reduce the cooldown, True Shot Aura, Shadow Stalk. Level 10 here, Lunar Blaze, the increased size and range, and Ranger, the increased width and damage of the Owl. Very, very strong build.
even with Arthlon on damage with that build, that is how Tyrande is played right now in the current pro scene. Very opposite of what we see on solo queue, not a support at all. Almost pure damage.
And
which is cool.
It's very fun to play as well, but we do see King Caffeine lining up here. He's always just behind Symbiote Gaming, looking for an opportunity to go in, giving his team full vision as to what's going on. The Owl continuing to just do lots of damage.
It's hitting for like 700 right now. It's just so absurd how hard it strikes. Dreadnought going straight for this keep right now. This is do or die for Liquid. They have to win this fight. They don't have a plant of their own. SMG on the verge of actually having a second one as soon as the next night falls. The keep is at less than a 4th HP here. Looks like Liquid wants to engage now, but they're just delaying it, and another plant goes out. It's going to secure the keep kill. Dreadnought is very low in HP. Team Liquid did a good job of focus firing down that plant tear, wanting to make sure it didn't have much more pushing potential here, but all heroics are still up for both teams, and they are willing to go for it here. Will Liquid be able to delay? The Void Prism goes down on Mad Timmy and Arthlon. Soldier and KO going straight for that core. The Void Prism does release, but they do no damage. The bolt was perfect from Arthlon, immediately getting out of there. Dreadnought, or Dungtrain immediately going to fall to Arthlon. The rest of the team focus firing that core. Piffix going to get melted by Dreadnought with the Judgment. Arthlon there to help. Biceps trying to do as much damage to KO, and they do secure the kill, but the core's at 12%, and it is going to fall. Team Liquid is going to drop game number 2. The score is 0-2 in favor of SMG.
I mean, we just saw Symbiote be Symbiote. They took really decisive engagements. We saw some ridiculous strafes there. Is this the way to do it? We're doing this now?
This is the way to do it, man.
Gotta relax. I've been sitting
Like,
here.
you're, like, I don't know what it was, but like when I saw it, like, cause your camera's way, like, you're way far back from your camera, like me, but your hands were like right here, so it was just it was just a bit shocking to see, like, you had super long arms.
Maybe I do. But guys, yeah, I mean, just well played by Symbiote. Now, Liquid looked good. They tried to do a lot of good stuff. But honestly, Arthlon just racked up an absurd amount of damage. And when you have those two squishy heroes, King Caffeine rocking the Zeratul and Dungtrain on Nova, if you can't get something done, I mean, they just weren't able to get those picks. They weren't able to get the picks they needed. And go ahead.
What do you think it is? The last few weeks, I mean, Liquid has been in the finals for most tournaments, like for the last 2 tournaments, I believe. Maybe the one before that as well. No, they got knocked down the round before in the first one. But Liquid has been performing overall really well, but they always seem to struggle against SMG. We talked about how this comp was a bit weird. They lacked the support. They're going for a super cheese-heavy comp. When the Stitches land the hooks, that target's not supposed to go away. Do you think it's like a mentality thing? Do you think they have like a mind block versus SMG?
They just get out-drafted, in my opinion. I really just think SMG's draft was better. They picked up a hero like Raynor, who has a lot more survivability than a lot of other... I mean, Tychus was banned out, and Raynor's another assassin that has a lot of damage and a lot of survivability. They realized that their enemies had such a squishy team, and really only... I mean, Tyrande doesn't have much heals at all. So the strafe, the amount of value you can get on the strafe, as long as you wait and you just use it at the last minute, What are they going to do to heal through that? Well, they have nothing. They have no sustain. We saw the strafe get ridiculous value. So in the end, I just think they got outdrafted. They played on par at an equal level, but the draft was just well in favor of Symbiote Gaming.
Yeah. I mean, SMG's had one of the best drafts for a while. And when they first became, like, on top, that's what everyone used to think was, like, SMG, their mechanics aren't super far ahead of us, but their drafting is. And then, they just became better at everything.
Well, guys, we're going to throw to a quick commercial break as we get ready for the third game of the Grand Finals here, so stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment.
All hail Money Pig.
All right, guys, we are back here.
Go.
I found some coffee. It was desperate. It was required. I'm long
Dude,
days.
I was falling like my job. Like I was getting a new schedule soon, but I wake up at like 4 a.m. for work. And before that, like my stream schedule's been like terrible. Like I start streaming at like midnight, so like this late for me is like I'm like an old man. Like 9 o'clock, and I'm still awake. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
it's bad. But the pick bans have started, guys. Let's go ahead and quickly go over them because these guys just want to get the games going. Bans were
Absolutely,
Tychus and Tassadar. First pick for Team SMG was Arthas. Strong pick, like we said. Liquid picks up Nova Falstad just like last game. And then immediate follow-up from Team SMG, Tyrael Brightwing, the exact same pick so far from last game, but Liquid mixing it up with their next two picks, a noob and Mouth this time.
I like it. I actually like this a lot. I'm going over it still. This is my first time looking at it right here. And Anub, Malfurion, Falstead, Nova. I mean, you get the lockdown you get with Anubarak and Malfurion available with a Nova on your team, able to just delete someone from the game. Very interesting, very cool. And on the other side, it looks like we have, like you said, Arthas, Tyrael, and Brightwing so far. So how should they round out this team? Raynor and Vala will be the two they go with again.
This is the exact same comp,
yeah.
right? This is like pick for pick, the exact same comp.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
Okay. If it works, it works. So at Liquid changing it up, the map is Garden of Terror again. I believe Liquid said this is their most comfortable map. Last time we talked to Chef, I believe Town Hall, he said this. That Garden of Terror was his most comfortable map, right?
I believe he did say that, yes.
Okay. So let's look at Liquid's lineup. They've got Falstad, Nova, Anub, Mouth. They got a real support this game, which is nice. Not that saying that Tyrana's bad, but she's not a support. She's more like a Tassadar type support, just less OP. So Stitches or Chen? I'm gonna go with Chen. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chen.
I'm gonna go with Stitches. I think Stitches is a better pick because of the
Boom!
10.
Boom!
Oh gosh.
Why Stitches bad? Because you don't want to hook a Tyrael, you don't want to hook a Raynor, you don't want to hook an Arthas. All of them are so very tanky. I mean, you can hook the Raynor, but he's got that passive that helps all a lot. But the Chen is just also going to be really good at taking down that Vala. Chen is like that tunnel vision. I'm going to remove you from the fight type of guy.
Well, it looks like all players
I like
are ready.
Yeah, we're ready to. We are ready to. The castos have their coffee, have their Monster Energy drink.
Oh goodness, this coffee is. I didn't eat lunch today, which is like
the worst one casting.
The biggest mistake you can ever make.
Yeah, I had to go eat pizza. Delicious, cheesy.
Yeah.
With meat pizza.
That pizza that
so
Omega
good.
Black Mage and I are supposed to eat. He's knocked out because he just got back from Japan today, so he is
That jet lag, right?
He is passed out. So, no food.
Which way did he fly? Is it jet lag? Did he go the jet lag way or the non-jet lag way?
They're in the future, so he goes back in time. So his day is effectively like 37 hours long.
How long is that flight?
It's 12 to 14 hours, depending on which way you're going.
Ugh. I can barely handle flying from like Texas to California. That's like a 2.5-hour flight.
Yeah, man. It's,
Mad props to Coobs.
And in 2 weeks, we get to fly to BlizzCon, but we got the Money Pig hype going right now.
I yelled at Soldier when you were AFK. I actually yelled at him. He disappointed me, and now they've made up for it. Where's the Money Pig dance? All hail the Money Pig, because he blesses us all with his mighty golden booty. Let's go ahead and introduce the team. In the blue trunks, we have Team Symbiote Gaming, aka Team Money Pig. We have Dreadnought on Tyrael, Soldier on Arthas, Arthlon on Vala, KO on Raynor, and running out the team, we have Mad Timmy on Brightwing.
And on the other side, we got King Caffeine, Rockin' Chan, Storm Stout, Biceps on Anubarak, Dunk Train on Nova, Liquid Chef playing as Malfurion, and last but not least, Pythix will be playing as Falstad.
What was the first map? Curse Hollow, right?
Where are we? Where are we right now?
For the finals. It was Curse Hollow, then Double Garden of Terror, right? for the set?
I believe yes, that is correct.
Just making sure. I don't know why that thought popped in my head. But yeah, so we're back on Guardian of the Terror, guys. The way map striking works is, I don't actually. Okay, I don't even know how it works. It's a weird system, but every map the teams kind of like narrow down which map they want to play on. SMG usually doesn't care. They ban black hearts and say they can pick whatever other map they want. That's usually what they. That's what I've seen them do in the past. They are setting up a gank here on KO. Stun does go out, and they're going to go for it. There's Dunk Train from above. The snipe does land. Soldier is here to peel, though, and KO gonna live with that passive.
Yeah, nicely done. A nice attempt there, but KO again living through it. I'm actually. Yeah, we have Pythix here in the top lane, and we do have a Dunk Train and Chef positioning to try to get a gank on Dreadnought, but Dreadnought gonna get rooted, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough here as he's gonna try to go over the wall. Nope, just gonna even try to mount up here from the clone, stalling him just a little bit. Gonna be just fine though.
Yeah, I mean, excluding Brightwing and Vol, I mean, Soldier, KO, and Dreadnought are all decently, at least early game, hard to gank.
Oh gosh, the overlay, guys. I apologize.
Has it been up?
Yeah, it was the draft overlay for that whole thing. Apologies there. That's a
Soldier's getting pretty low here. He's gonna get stunned. He's beating Bodybot completely. Soldier, you're not getting out of here, man. First blood going over the Team Liquid.
Nicely done there. Yeah, I need to update the score as well. It is in fact 2-0.
Is in fact 2-0. That production value.
The fatigue is real, man, but we're going on here with game 3, and we got Dunk Train, Liquid Chef grabbing some seeds here in the top lane. Looks like SMG has already gathered 45 seeds, going for more here in the bottom part of the map, getting as many as they can. They've done this pretty much every game. Liquid might realize this, but actually attempting to get a kill on Dreadnought. Dreadnought serving as a nice distraction. Dunk Train gonna get vision in just a moment.
There we go. The whole plant terror is taken by SMG. They're actually going to go for the fight there. Dunk Train getting really low. Does get killed there. Another kill, or first kill going over to SMG. Kills now tied 1-1. And they already have a plant terror. It's not even 3 minutes in the game and they have a plant terror.
It's, yeah, 2 minutes 30-second mark. They clear the plant terror, getting enough seeds. Actually rather impressive. Who will be falling back to grab it for SMG? Doesn't look like anyone just yet, as they want to try to contest and grab all these seeds. Getting that early kill, allowing them to just open up here on this Ender Terror, and they're going to get all the seeds easy peasy. Now Liquid going in the bottom, going to grab the Knights here as a reactionary play. We're going to see, I mean, what do they have? There's 180,
That's a huge deal.
There's 180 seeds available. Liquid got 15.
I did not know that number.
Yes, that is a pretty nice advantage, and you know, Raynor with KO up here in the top lane, just going to keep poking at Falstad.
Giants being taken by Dreadnought and Mad Timmy. Going to start pushing that top lane. Plant Terror pushing that bot lane. Mad Timmy's already with him, using the plant, I mean, just so effectively. And they're going to, I mean, with the early plant terror, you'll notice that when Team Liquid starts beating on it, it is very squishy. I mean, just the minions alone are already starting to take off chunks of its HP.
Yeah, it's because it's so early in the game. Like, it's almost like that's kind of why I think they went up and just got the rest of the seeds. It's like, well, we're already in a good position to grab the seeds. Let's go get them, because the first terror is not going to do that much. It's going to do a little bit. I mean, this wall will likely fall here, but having those 65 seeds is very useful as well.
Gonna take that wall pretty quickly, which is a good thing. And we'll have to see how much damage. I mean, I wish they still had it to where you can target things and see their HP. So I'd really like to know what the total HP of this early plant terror is, but that is not capable right now. And they might actually get this fort, which is pretty surprising. A Liquid here is trying to defend against it. Dunk Train is not here to help. He's a lot of their damage. And Bicep goes in on KO. Mad Timmy is trying to back off here. Arflon using that polymorph to zone out a lot of the team here. King Caffeine getting pretty low right now. He doesn't have a heroic, so his tankiness is a bit lower than normal. Dunk Train trying to find the perfect. He's just kind of running through the middle of the bottle. KO is getting bursted down pretty low. Passive is healing him up. Mad Timmy is helping with that. Dunk Train being zoned out completely by Soldier. Soldier going for the chase. Liquid Chef trying to get in position to save him, but Dunk Train is going full ham right now. Mad Timmy does land the polymorph and secures that kill. Third kill going over to Liquid, or to SMG. They did not get that fort, but they got real close and they secured a kill.
Yeah, I mean, again, they got a lot of damage done and a kill. No complaints, just going to fall back, grab their Giants here. There's a good chance to go into the offensive jungle, and we might have both teams meeting here. Yes, they are, in fact, waypointing here. Falstad just flew in. Soldier already here. Bribe Stack goes down, and this is actually going to be a potential steal here, but Liquid sees what's going on. Chef having to back up. And
that body block, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so close to killing Chef. Dreadnought just maneuvering perfectly there. If any more damage was on him, he would have died. Pushing this mid lane pretty hard. 4 Giants. This is a pretty deadly push so early in the game. Both teams are even on experience, but if SMG can squeeze out a fort, that'll get them level 10 first.
I mean, it's a big deal to get one enemy's Bribe Stack on there. The Brightwing did use one as well, so Bribe coming from each team. 4 Giants, like you said, doing a lot of work here on this middle fort. And Liquid needs to clean them up. They're poking and prodding. SMG just staying relatively passive. And Liquid actually managing to maintain a equal position in the levels here.
Liquid actually did a really good job of cleaning up those Giants. Like, very cost efficient with their trading. They weren't overextending, and they cleaned them up pretty easily. And now they're about to hit level 10 with a slight experience, so that's huge. They got Sea Giants pushing bottom. Mad Timmy has to react to that. And the Bribes are going down. They're going for the Knights. Both teams are on the verge of hitting level 10. Remember, SMG is so much closer to getting another Planetary here. Level 10 has been taken. We'll have to keep an eye on which heroics each team takes. Emerald will win taken again on Brightwing. Everything else looks pretty
Soldier in a really bad spot here. Twilight Dream going down to secure the kill, followed by a Precision Strike. Nicely done, just guaranteeing that kill. King Caffeine has to pop. Panda Pals right away. Strafe doing massive damage from Arthalon, just ripping through everything, absolutely everything, taking tons of damage. But they're down their Arthalon, and they just lost Raynor as well. This is looking pretty good for Team Liquid, having lost 0 members at this point.
It's pretty, like in a situation like that where no one had time to look at anyone else's heroics. They picked their own, so they did not know what Mouth was taking, and that Twilight Dream was really pivotal in helping to take down Arthas. Now SMD knows going forward that it is a Twilight Dream on Malfurion, so they'll be positioning better for that. But in that specific fight, they were not prepared for that, and that did a massive amount of damage and helped swing it in Liquid's favor. Kills are 5-3 in favor of Team Liquid. They have, they don't have their own plant terror actually.
No, and if SMG manages to get all these seeds, once again, Liquid's still going to be denied because they still need to head more. Now we see King Caffeine is well in position here, but is it worth diving on in to try to get those 10 seeds? It might be. Liquid is wrapping around. They're on all sides. They're ready to initiate here, and they're going on in.
Biceps dives in, but does not hit anyone important. King Caffeine is dueling with Dreadnought. They are getting zoned out pretty hard. SMG has to back off. Dunk Train looking for a position to snipe here. As like you said, they desperately want these seeds for their own plant terror. Are they willing to go for it, though? Soldier being caught a little bit off bot guard by that Junk Train clone, and they're going to have to back off. It looks like SMG, or excuse me, Liquid will be getting their own plant terror. It is growing now, and Arthlon's going to be hopping in his plant terror. Let's see what lane they want to push. Both mid and bot lane are decently exposed. It looks like they want to go top lane and get that wall down too.
Well, we see we have the Knights here pushing in the bottom lane. The top fort did fall for Symbiote Gaming. We have the Plant Terror walking across the map, cleaning up that big creep wave in the top. You can see it got deleted from the route here. The W the Plant Terror has. Incredibly efficient for removing any kind of minion in the game. And it's just rotating on down here. Plant Terrors will collide at some point, and SMG is just kind of staying back, poking, doing what they can here, waiting for their terror.
Arthlon is headed down now, going straight into a fight with King Caffeine there, trading blows right now. Arthlon desperately wanting to get to his team into a better position right now. Will the team fight go down? A talent advantage is in favor of Liquid right now. And 13 having some pretty impactful choices here. Biceps looking for the dive. He wants to go in on KO so bad. Spikes do go down. They do hit KO, and here comes the engaged Dunk Train coming from behind, wanting to do a lot of damage to this Raynor. Arthlon does take the fort. They are pushing forward. King Caffeine is only focused on taking or trading blows with Arthlon, trying to get that plant terror as low as possible.
Yeah, I mean, this is really just methodical play. Both players just trying to make sure they maximize the efficiency on their terror, make sure they can do as much as they can. Arthlon's is going to expire in just 10 seconds. 30 seconds remains on Team Liquid's Plant Terror. SMG going for the seeds here to try to continue to have that edge in the objective on this map.
And they do. They're up 50 to what looks like 5 here, but the engagement goes on. Their Chef lands the Twilight Dream. Soldier getting immediately evaporated. The Judgment, good peel. They're trying to keep Soldier alive. He gets the Army of the Deadlock. Pithix does land a big shock and all, but Soldier still somehow alive. Mad Timmy finally going down. No, Emerald Wind keeps him alive. How is no one on SMG alive? And
my
complete
gosh!
What just happened?
Like, seriously, Army of the Dead, just barely enough to stay alive. Honestly, that Twilight Dream was pretty poor. The Twilight Dream didn't get much done. I don't even know if it hit Soldier. At most, it hit Soldier.
It did. It might not have. Those
I
really
really don't know if it did, and it was a little bit preemptive as everyone from SMG, they saw Malf in the middle. Once you see a Malf running in, they just all backed up in their respective ways. Army of the Dead just barely enough to keep Soldier alive throughout that entire fight. Really, really, really just barely living. And Mad Timmy with one of the most beautiful disengage Emerald wins I've ever seen, barely surviving, allowing that to go completely in the favor of SMG. Wonderful play.
What was a almost 2-level lead for Liquid suddenly flipped. I mean, that was just a beautiful fight here. Arcon actually pretty low here. Can't really fight against this Liquid team, but Dreadnought going to go in, try and peel as they do get the Giants, and they're all going to back off. Don't think SMG can fight for these Knights right now. Taking a look at the heroics, both teams have most of their stuff down. All of SMG's will be up faster than Liquid's, but just by about 6 seconds. So when everyone has their heroics up, both teams will be good to fight.
Yep, well, we see Liquid is right in the front line here. Heroics are not too far away. Dreadnought coming on in here with his smite, going to get in the front line again. Chef adds a much nicer Twilight Dream, hitting 2 members, forcing disengage out of Symbiote because they can't do anything while silenced. Dunk Train, is that the clone? Yes, it is, but the real one has been found, and Dunk Train will be falling. King Caffeine in the back, not in a good spot for that chin. Panda Pals is popped. He's on the background. A beautiful shock and awe to help disperse them, allowing them to disengage. Mad Timmy with a nice Emerald win, and SMG is on their back foot, walking away from this fight here.
Yeah, a lot of them were pretty low on health decently before this fight started. SMG has to back off. Still about to have a level 16, though, with that extra talent advantage and a 2-level lead. SMG, despite that 1-for-1 trade, is still in a fantastic spot in this game, still maintaining a huge lead.
That level 16 talent advantage is in their favor, and that's a big point to have. Rain will be up in like just 10 seconds, and they can probably make something happen with it.
I love seeing the double spell shield coming out from Team SMG. Spell shield's so good against Nova. It does a lot to help out in that fight. Everything else looks pretty normal. I want to point out something that Mad Timmy's trying to do. Every time it looks like Chen's about the heroic, he's polymorphing them. He hasn't been preventing the ults just yet, but he's getting close. And that's definitely putting a lot of pressure on Team Liquid.
Well, SMG is posturing. They're all in the bush right here, ready for their initiation. Soldier is going to show himself in the front lines as Arthas can take quite a beating. Chen storms out, just kind of throwing down some kegs, breathing some fire, feeling each other out here. Liquid notices something must be up if he's going to show himself like that.
Yeah, and Soldier freely walking around here. Looks like they're going to go to the top lane here, going to try and take that final fort. Right now, forts are 5-4 in favor of SMG, and looks like Liquid's going to be going for a trade here. They're going to be taking their Knights and potentially take that bottom fort. It doesn't have much damage on it, but with both teams completely out of position, I think both teams can get a plant.
Just want to like talk about SMG, the way they waited as long as they had to in the middle, realized they weren't going to get a pick, and as soon as they saw the Giants were going to be reaching that fort at the top, they rotated up to push with those Giants. Just beautiful game, just beautiful map awareness and use of their mercenary camps there.
They will be getting another plant tear here. If Liquid gets all of bot lane, I don't think it'll be enough. I think they were at like 10 before, so that's just a few shy of having that plant tear.
Oh my goodness, 4 shy. How unfortunate. There's actually 1 left in the map here. Dreadnought says, nope, that's mine. Can't have it. And the Terror has spawned here for Symbiote Gaming. We can expect them to group up here. Just throw 1 W down here onto this bottom creep wave, annihilating them in just a few quick seconds. But we have an initiation here in the middle lane.
Up, and it does, the chase over down, there's the precision strike, immediately evaporating Mad Timmy. Dreadnought being caught a little bit off guard. The strafe does happen, doing a decent amount of damage. There's the shock, and Ontario has fallen. KO coming up from above. Soldier going to go ham on Bicep. He's trying to live right now. Liquid is winning the fight right now, but they are so low in HP. Arfon, Soldier, and KO are all full HP. They have to be careful. King Caffeine trying to put a little bit of extra pressure on Soldier to dissuade this push. But SMG going for that top lane. They have the Siege Giant there. It's already exposed. They have a full health plant tear. See how much damage KO can do with it.
Yeah, I mean, those Giants still pushing here in the top lane. KO seeing the opening and just seeing what extra damage he can get done here. I don't think you'll be able to get that keep as multiple members of SMG are still down and everyone from Liquid are up and they are chasing down this plant terror. A nicely placed polymorph, going to get 3 members right there. KO going to try to back out of here. Arthalon needs to keep on running.
KO is booking it. Dunk Train doing a little bit of extra damage here. Will they be able to secure the carry? Here comes Matt Timmy blinking in. Will he get the Emerald win off? He does, and that should be the perfect kill they needed for KO's tribe. Ow,
Oh
wow!
my goodness, the full, just unloading the clip there on Mad Timmy. He comes back into the game immediately and immediately just removed again. Nicely done. That's what Liquid needs in this match.
Hey guys, I'm alive. I'm gonna teleport in and save KO. Oh, I'm dead!
Pretty much how that exchange went.
Man.
And SMG has no fear. They're still in, looking in here, making sure that Liquid is in fact in their jungle. Might rotate up to take their own giants here that are available. Oh, these giants are spawning, so Liquid will SMG will be grabbing these.
Experience is pretty close right now. Level 17 for Liquid, about to be 18. Not so far behind Team SMG. Taking a look at the talents, nothing too out of the ordinary here from either team. Liking the wounding shot on Nova. A lot of people, I am completely spacing on what I see a lot of Pug players taking that tier, but wounding shot, allowing you to pull plays like that against Brightling. That extra 25% damage is great for your team, especially against single team like ours. But here we go. Dreadnought getting a little stunned here. They're going for the nice here. Biceps go straight onto Matt Timmy. There's the Raiders. Shotgun off. Does end up hitting Matt Timmy. Well, precision strike as well. Matt Timmy is so close to going down. A big strafe, but it does do a lot of damage. Takes out that Anubarak. Liquid Chef pretty low in the background. Key Caffeine going in on Arthlon and KO. They are both going to be cleaned up. Arthas is about to die as well. Oh my god, if Arthlon lives here. King Caffeine's going for a crazy chase, but Arthlon did live. Soldier is going for a crazy run as well, and Moonfire does end up hitting Soldier. He's going for a chase onto Liquid Chef, but I don't think he's going to get out of this one, guys. Dunk Train's here as well, doing as much damage to Pythix. The root does go down, misses, but Soldier knocking out here. 4 for 1 in favor of Team Liquid.
Wow.
Suddenly turning it.
So, I mean, nice job by Soldier delaying them a little bit longer there. Impressive by Arthlon getting it with just a sliver, but the initiation there by Liquid was on point. They didn't even need Emerald to win. They just got so much damage down right away. We saw the Tyrael go in and just get removed from the fight before anything even happened. He was just completely decimated, and it just effectively, like, that's a big part of the initiation that SMG has to run in this fight. From that point on, they really just got torn apart.
Liquid finally being in a position where they can get most of the seeds. They're going to go straight for them. They already have a plant terror growing. They should be able to get all of top side, no contest, and then swing down to the bottom half and be set up to get a second plant terror right after this one, if they choose to do so.
Yeah, I mean, the things have rotated around quite a bit. It started out with extreme dominance on this map for SMG in terms of the map objective here. Now we see Liquid collecting an abundance of seeds, leaving 4 behind because they are generous gods. I suppose that they actually even 5 behind. Wow. Quite a few seeds available on the map. Looks like SMG will just be floating around to collect as many as possible.
Liquid being overly safe right now. We saw them swing to that mid lane because it was pushed up quite a bit. They did not have eyes on SMG. The thing about SMG that's so scary to play against them is that any second they can just show up down your lane and be pushing for your core. So SMG playing it a little bit safe here. They're going to go straight, though, into this team fight, though. Biceps being a little timid to go in as the rest of his team is not here, waiting for Dunk Train to show up in that plant terror.
Yeah, SMG doesn't want to take a fight out in the open with a plant terror available. I mean, not only is it an extra health bar on one of their heroes, but it's a lot of damage output, especially at this point in the game. Dreadnought taking a lot of damage once again. We see Panda Pals going down, and a big initiative that oh my god, Strafe doing a lot of damage. Shock and Awe doing even more damage, just...
Soldier going to end up getting that kill onto Pythix, though. It's currently a 2 for 1 in favor of Liquid. Soldier's chasing both King Caffeine and Chef. Both of their heroics are down. Is the damage from an Arthas with ghouls enough to kill either of these guys? He's going straight for Chef. The Storm Shield does happen. Level 20 hit. Perfect timing there for Team Liquid. So if King Caffeine or Biceps die, they have that resurgence, and they're going straight onto Soldier. Soldier's going to fall. Not level 20. No resurgence from him. At the same time, Dunk Train is pushing that bot lane, and Liquid is actually taking a great holding in this game. They have potential to take the first score, but at the same time, though, that top lane has Siege Giants pushing it.
Yeah, the Siege Giants are doing a bit of work, but I don't know how much it matters because this bottom keep is going to fall here. Dunk Train is, in fact, very low at this point in time, but still, he's getting more than enough value out of this Plant Terror. 30 seconds left on it. Going to try to keep it alive for a little bit longer. It just takes one poke from SMG, but do they have that poke ready? Doesn't look like it.
With 40 seconds down on Arthas and KO up in 5, that gives about 25 seconds of extra push time for Team Liquid. Yeah, sure, they're about to lose the Plant Terror, but it's going to be a 5v4 for a while. We're going to have to see what Liquid's willing to do with it. And while that core, or excuse me, that keeping the top almost ended up going down, but Pythix goes and cleans that up.
And yeah, Liquid just gathering more seeds here in the bottom half of the map, realizing, look, Plant Terror is doing pretty good for us right now. Let's get another one. They are at 104 skulls. The Plant Terror isn't even ready to grow yet, and they're going to have 140-ish here. 27, math is hard. But guys, yeah, it looks like these mercenary camps are going to get picked up here by Liquid. Liquid dominating the map at this point in the game.
Yep. Sometimes, you know, you just got to give that Plant Terror a break, you know? It collects all these seeds. It needs a cooldown time. Just gotta chill. What's the actual respawn time after, like, when you immediately have enough for it? You know how long it is?
It's like probably 30 seconds. Honestly, I mean, we can see it spawning again. It's very short after the Plant Terror is done. You just can't back-to-back Plant Terror. They just have a small buffer period in between. Don't know the exact. No, I do not know the exact time. I know a lot of exact numbers, but that's not one of them.
If anyone in chat knows the exact number when you have back-to-back Plant Terror, so that would be helpful. Love you.
Yeah, that's actually something really interesting that I should know and like to learn. Now, we have SMG pushing back the bottom lane here. We can see those Knights wearing their blue capes, doing what they can against these Giants. And looks like Liquid is actually just going to rotate back to their Terror, playing it safe. We can see their pathing here. Everyone's just falling back to Dunk Train, who is on the Plant Terror. And they're just going to try to play this safely. If they take this fight, it could be game for either team.
Yeah, it's at that point in the game. Both teams are level 20. Let's check the resurgence count. We have 2 for Team Liquid and 2 for Team SMG. And here we go. Dunk Train going straight ham. Judgment goes down on the leg for Chef. They're trying to burst him down before he gets that Twilight Dream down. It does end up happening though. Straight from Arthlon, doing a lot of damage to Chef. Iceps tries to go in for the interrupt, and Dunk Train is just going straight ham on KO. He does bolt out of there. There's the split from Chen. Shock and Awe hitting Mad Timmy and Dreadnought. Soldier going back in here. Raiders doing a lot of damage to Chef. KO comes up from below. He's going to be able to take that down. Pythix trying to kill KO. Will he be able to secure the kill? No, KO will kill Pythix. Currently a 2 for 3 though. Tyrael about to fall. Soldier going to fall as well. With Resurgence, both Tyrael and Arthas will be back up instantly, but it is a 3v2 with 2 Resurgences still left for Liquid.
You know, just really nicely done by Liquid. Chef was in a tight spot. He got a beautiful Twilight Dream, followed by a really nice root, and then he just walked right into what you might think would be the wrong way, far away from his base, got to safety near the Plant Terror, healed up a little bit, came back into the fight, and out, you know, just kind of helped his team outlast in that initiation. Well done all around by Team Liquid. Pretty even. Soldier falling. Here he goes. Dreadnought in a bad spot here. This is looking bad for Symbiote. We might be going to game number 4.
Yeah, it definitely looks like that might be the case. 12 seconds on Arthlon, 15 seconds on Brightwing. Dreadnought getting pretty low here. He doesn't have a Resurgence up. Dunk Train just going full ham. Does manage to get out of there, though. The core has not lost its shield just yet. Arthlon up in 2 seconds. Keen Caffeine and Biceps, they are capable of just going ham on this because they do have Resurgence.
Oh my goodness! The beautiful strafe comes out. King Caffeine is going to fall. And yes, double kill there. Now Dunk Train backing up here, but he is Nova. It's a very squishy target. The Judgment to make sure they get that kill. And actually, Liquid stayed a little too long. Arthlon coming out immediately, just vaulting and doing that. And you can see SMG smells blood. They're going on the map.
Well, Nubarak and Chen were okay with dying. That when you're on Resurgence here, you can go ham with that. I'm really surprised Dunk Train saved, though, because he, of course, will have a force for a long timer, but... both Chen and Anub were wanting to just put as much damage on the core as they can and just, you know, immediately be back up with the rest of their team, which is the smart play. But not having done for 35 seconds puts SMG in a pretty good spot.
Liquid looking to backdoor potentially here. They are deep into the jungle of Symbiote Gaming. As soon as they show, we should see Symbiote backing. And yes, here they go. They're going straight for the core. Symbiote has to hearth. They're hearthing immediately, but will it be in time? A lot of damage is going down on the core here. Is Strafe going to be ready? Is it going to be enough damage? Pythix is about to fall here. Biceps taking a lot of damage. Emma Wynn just pushing everything back. SMG is actually going to hold here by the looks of it.
Oh my god, did Liquid just throw?
Oh my goodness. I can't believe this now. I don't know if this means it's game yet. The death timers are pretty long, but Liquid through. Heaps aren't down yet, but SMG, oh, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough.
Nova. This is SMG we're talking about. Brightwing can defend and teleport straight in. They're going straight across the map. Oh, it looks like they might not go for it. They're trying to figure out which lane they want to push. They might want to go top lane with those Giants, especially with that keep being the lowest in HP. Dunk Train trying to pick off Arthlon. If Dunk Train can snipe Arthlon right now, and he goes for the bolt, immediately gets the snipe. He does bolt himself, and a Soldier coming up for the slow here. Mad Timmy desperately wants to heal him up. 20 seconds on Falstad. Is this where SMG wins the game? They are going straight for that core, and it might have been a throw from Team Liquid. It is dropping its shield right now. There's the Stray from Arthlon. Dunk Train trying to get in position to snipe that volley. He does end up going down. 7 seconds on Falstad, 60% on the core, and it looks like SMG will be able to take the game. KO still full HP. There's the Brightwing ult, and that is going to be GG. SMG takes the series 3-0. Another tournament win for this fantastic team.
I can't believe Liquid threw. I can't believe that happened. They looked so good all game long, and it just came down to one, overcommitment, I guess. They just lost that team fight in the base. It's sad
something that only SMG seems to have mastered. A lot of the top teams are aware of how easy it is to backdoor, but we do see it time and time again where they just not able to get it. And I don't know. It was a great series. Every time Liquid and SMG play, the games are always close. But another 3-0 win for SMG. They're currently like 1,000,004 in tournament wins. Do we want to get Arthlon in?
Yes, I think we should talk to
Mothalon.
Yes,
well, that's sick.
I'd like to talk, and I think they want to talk about the Game 2 composition a little bit as to why it was a valid composition with Tyrande. Dread messaged that there's a reason as to why they picked it and why it's good, and I think they wanted to speak on that a little bit here. So we can get him here in Skype in just a second, guys. We're not going to throw to commercial. We're going to get the interview rolling as soon as possible here.
Okay. Wait, do we want to interview Arthlon or Dread? Doesn't matter.
You can pull them both in here for all I care.
I wanted to get Arthlon in because of that amazing Zagara play game 1, but we can get them both in. I'm going to go ahead and add Dreadnought, and if Arthlon wants to join too, we can add him.
Sounds good. There is the beautiful Dreadnought now. For whatever reason, Skype is dumb, and I have to wait for him to fall out and bring him back in. Same thing will be the case with Arthlon here. Don't know why Skype acts like that, but hey, it's a minor inconvenience. Look at Jared. He's got friends over in his window.
Oh, it's so nice.
All right,
okay,
we're going to get Arth in here now. We're going to add, Dreadnought first. And we'll get Arthlon as well.
Dun, 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 dun.
The patience, or the suspense.
I'm loving watching chat's reaction to this right now.
Throw, yes.
GG. They all realize it. It is a game.
Give me a second to turn on my lights.
Oh my goodness.
That Arthlon laugh.
Confirmed. Dreadnought plays in the dark. Guys, congratulations on yet again another victory here at Kings of the Storm. Back to back, 3-time champions now.
Do you guys know what your exact game score is? Like totals are like how many? Like you got 4 losses total. What are the wins?
I don't know. I think it's around 35-ish. I don't know for sure though.
I think it's more than that.
Possibly.
So let's go ahead. I want to talk about game 1. They were calling you Mothalon because those moths were sick, man. Let's just go ahead and talk about your Zagara play. I'm assuming you picked the Zagara to counter the Void Prism on that map. Just like as soon as VP goes, Arthlon just completely disappeared.
I'm back. I'm sorry, say that again.
So let's talk about the Zagara pick. Everyone was hyped about it. That game 1. I'm assuming you guys picked the Zagara to counter the Void Prism.
Well, that and the fact that we knew they were going to have 2 Odins, and Odins are so big and bulky, and they don't have any escape mechanisms, so it's really easy to get them in a maw. And also, they body block your own team, so it's like you almost always can get the 2 Odins in there, and also somebody else.
Okay. Let's talk. I know Dreadnought. We were questioning the Tyrande pick. You wanted to talk about that specifically. Why was that Tyrande pick sick for that comp?
It wasn't sick. It was actually we baited them into it. So pretty much there's a composition that we've been running for not a long time. But we've been running it, and it's a really unique one. But there's 2 pretty good counters to it, and it's Stitches and Tyrande. And so we picked making it look like we were going to go with that comp, and the last 2 picks are the really unique ones in that scenario. And then they ended up falling directly for it and picking Tyrande Stitches, allowing us to have a good composition against the Tyrande, for instance. And so it was just really sweet because you guys,
So sick
everybody was
mind
like,
games.
it was definitely some next level draft right there for sure. It was pretty sweet.
Okay. Um,
That's cool to hear. Obviously you guys have played each other multiple times, and it's just like one of those awesome mind games. It went well in your favor. Obviously, I think you guys won that draft for sure. Liquid played very well in that game, but again, just the draft was well in your advantage. So, game one, again, you're talking about the Maw. Is there a scenario where you would consider getting Infest on Zagara and mixing up the build to be more of a Nidus Infest build on a larger map in a competitive game?
It'd be really comp dependent. We probably have to have a pushing strategy for that. Usually, you just want to go the generic build with Maw, so you have as much team fight potential as possible. Also, if the team doesn't know about the infested catapults, or as I like to call them, cannons,
Yeah.
you can really surprise them with that. But that strategy is also not that good because it relies on you getting a keep, which isn't going to happen every game.
Yeah.
And you don't really want to revolve your strategies around anything like really late game or anything like that.
I had a question, but forgot about it. So I'm going to stall with these filler words. Jake, take another question because I forgot what I was going to ask. It was important though.
Yeah, so as Heroes continues to grow and you guys continue to win, it seems. What's one of the things that you would attribute to your success? Is it more your guys' ability to draft? Because constantly it seems like you guys have a superior draft. I mean, there's plenty of even drafts, but a lot, like you said, you mind games them into a composition, and that's not something we see. That doesn't seem that apparent to me out of a lot of the other teams.
Yeah.
I know my personal opinion is like adaptation, and then I mean, there's a lot of things that are like, we keep calm. We think about the game like objectively as much as we possibly can, and then just like it's constantly reacting to your opponent and abusing your lead whenever you get it. It's just something that I think other teams haven't totally taken advantage of yet, I guess.
Okay.
Why is it
think-
that every time?
Oh,
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna
Go
say
ahead.
something. I think at this point, we're one of the oldest teams, and I think have one of the stablest rosters. I think
Yeah,
in
that's
terms
for
of
sure.
players, and sometimes it feels like the teams are like playing catch up with what we do because it's like sometimes we'll do a strategy and then all of a sudden everyone else is doing it, and we kind of know what works against it, so they're kind of just behind. And then what else was I gonna say? I forget.
You
what I
pulled a
was gonna say.
Zoya.
Yeah, I pulled a Zoya.
So a lot of teams, when like a player is making mistakes or they're goofing, they have a lot of their own punishments within the team. And in game number 2, we saw a major mistake from one of your players, and that little punk soldier didn't mount the money pig. What are you gonna do to him? We're gonna have to beat him up. At
Guys,
BlizzCon
it's
or
been a
something,
great
guys.
show here. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh man, but so I had a question about game 3, and I can't remember it. Okay, yes, okay,
Great.
I remember it now. About Vala. Right now, Vala's considered more of a low tier, like not a low tier pick, but compared to the other range assassins, we're not seeing her played a lot right now. And consistently in the games you guys were playing, Arthlon was at the top of damage almost every. I think either number 1 or number 2 most of those games, putting up some insane numbers on Vala. Is it just like some people are just shrugging off Vala too much? Was it just because you have like better positioning than other Valas? I mean, your Vala play was looking much better than we've seen Vala play for a while.
I think one thing to do with it is a particular build that me and KO go in Vala that we don't really see anyone else go is the multi-shot build. That's where you get the increased range, the grenades, the slow, and battle momentum. And that build really allows you to crank out a lot of multi-shots. And it hits so many people and it does so much damage. I think the other thing as well is people are taking Rain of Vengeance now a lot. And I always take Strafe. I just prefer Strafe for some reason. And I really don't like Rain of Vengeance. And Rain of Vengeance will obviously make you do a lot less damage, but have you more utility. And Nova's a big part too. Nova's really hard to deal with when you're Vala because you can die in 0.2 seconds. So you just have to be really aware of your surroundings, and as people stop playing a particular hero, people kind of forget how to play them. So when they do pick them up, they play them suboptimally.
Okay. I don't got any other questions, Jake.
I just want to play that multi-shot build. That sounds a lot of
Yeah,
fun
no,
now.
that sounds so cool. As soon as he sounds like, wow.
I was like, I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm playing multi-shot Valor. That sounds like a lot of fun. No, I mean, I just want to say congratulations on yet again another victory here, getting your guys prizing provided by your team manager. But you know what? A huge shout out to Kitten of the Storm for supporting
Kitty.
Kings of the Storm. Kitty, kitten, cat, all the flavors of
Feline.
that furry feline of the storm. And you know what? Just thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Thank you guys for competing. All the teams for signing up in and out
Shout-outs.
every week, dedicating your Saturday after your pretty much your full day on Saturday to play here and give us lots of content here for the competitive heroes
That was
community.
almost 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit better than last week's event, which was a little bit longer. But yeah, you know what, guys? Just again, thanks everyone for all the support here. Jared, it was a blast casting, of course.
Yeah,
And-
let's let these SMG guys do some shout outs so they can go.
oh, of course.
Shout outs to my team, obviously. I love them. They're good players. Screw you, Soldier, for not picking the piggy.
Yep,
You can find us on
Disgusting.
Twitter
he's the worst.
at Symbiote Gaming. I think we have Facebook, Symbiote Gaming. You can find all our Twitter links there. Me personally, at Arthalon on Twitter. And thanks again, Kat, for supporting the scene. And you, Jake?
My Twitter is at Dreadnought underscore or at Dreadnought Hots, and then my Twitch is at or / Dreadnought underscore Heroes. Oh man, that's hard. I'll type in chat after this if anybody wants to give me a follow or anything. And then obviously everybody on the team, awesome. Shout out to all of them, and then the manager as well for supporting not only us but then the scene as well, which is really awesome. She secretly actually doesn't buy the cards. She just expects us to win and then doesn't pay us. So.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Oh no.
But I also forgot, KO has enough gold to buy a piggy mount, but he's
And
not
he
going
doesn't
to.
do it.
'Cause
Well,
he's
he
a
only
hipster.
plays fall stats, so like it doesn't matter. Oh,
It doesn't
man.
matter. You have the piggy.
You have to have the pig.
The piggy is
You
still
have
within
to.
your soul, even if you're not mounting it.
I gave a speech earlier about the money pig on stream, and
Exactly, I agree.
I moved
Very
millions. I moved millions. It's a new cult, guys, and we're the
Oh,
founders. of it.
goodness. Guys, thanks again for coming on here. I guess we'll see next week. You guys gonna be playing next week?
Yes, sir.
Cat will yell at us if we don't, so yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta protect that $100. Keep it in the bank, guys. Once again, congratulations on your victory here, and look forward to seeing more out of you in the near future. Give them a follow on Twitch, Twitter. You got their plugs there. And guys, I'm gonna remove you from the call as we close out the show. So guys,
Bye.
Bye bye.
have a good night. Yes. Well, next time we do interviews, I'll actually be prepared. I actually had no idea we were planning on doing interviews. That's why we had that the 3-man in one frame. But for the future events, we'll have a nice, pretty graphic here to make sure it looks optimal. Jared, it's been a blast. What was your favorite game of the night?
The 2% glorious game.
2% 2 arc.
I have not screamed like that in a long time when casting. That was like the craziest, hypest,
I mean,
saddest moment ever.
I agree with you. That was by far the highlight of the night for me as well. Just all in all, though, it was a great day of games. It was a blast. Thank you, Sia Steve, for putting on this event, putting in all the work that you do to keep propelling the Heroes of the Storm community forward. Him and I will actually be casting together tomorrow, as long as his internet is fixed. We're casting HPL tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, it was a lot. Kitten of the Storm is face palming in the chat right now. It's just catching up.
Oh, Arthur, like that build. Bookmark. Bookmark.
Bookmark indeed. I'm gonna grab it. Guys, thanks for the support. Thanks for the follows and the subscribes and everything here on Twitch. Everything you do allows me to keep increasing the production value. I invested in a new graphics card hoping it would help with the computer, but apparently it did not. Overclocked my rig and overclocked my CPU and the graphics card. Still not enough. So I don't know if it's my PC or if it's the client here, because I really don't know the answer, because I don't know what else I can do to mitigate that, because I actually ended up bringing it down to almost bare minimum settings for that final game, because the PC was really struggling. So apologies with that. Zoya, where can people find you online?
Yeah, you can go ahead and follow me at IVDZoya on Twitter. I usually tweet every time I do something, so if you want to just be notified. You can also follow me on Twitch at Zoya TV. I stream a lot of Heroes of the Storm. I guess probably after BlizzCon, I'll be doing like a 24 hours, maybe 48-hour stream, because if you think Jake's computer looked bad today, oh boy, my computer is booty, 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 and I need to desperately upgrade that. So might be doing like one of those little fun marathon fundraiser streams. We'll see though. We are going to be at BlizzCon. If you happen to be going to BlizzCon, come say hi, hang out with us. Like, literally, just come up and go, "Hey Zoya, let's talk to the storms," and we can chat for like half an hour easily. Like,
I'm going to be walking around with this bad boy,
yeah,
getting the opinions and the words of the players and personalities and stuff. So Town Hall will be there in full force, interviewing, meeting as many people as possible because we love the Heroes community.
Yeah. So definitely come say hi to us at BlizzCon. We will be having one more Town Hall episode this Tuesday, and our guest is confirmed. We are getting Zuna from Cloud9. I don't think we talked about it on Twitter yet, but you guys get the first exclusive. So Cloud9, Zuna. And then make sure this Monday you tune into my stream, King of the Nexus. Our fifth week of it, I believe, it's going to be also Cloud9 going up against Team SMG, who we saw today. SMG being the 3-time winner right now, have not been dethroned yet. We'll have to see if Cloud9 has what it takes to do so, but that's it for me, man.
Awesome, guys. Well, of course, just solid Jake GG on everything. VODs will be up at some point tomorrow if you missed those games. That 2% 2-arc, all those VODs are going up tomorrow afternoon. Tonight, I need to find some food as I am dying here. Thanks again for all the support. Jared's going to go sleep. I'm going to go find food. Thanks, everyone here, for hanging out with us today. And until next time, yeah, big hearts. I gotta learn how to make that shape. My hands don't do it. I can't. I'm not even gonna.
You can't just use these fingers. You have to use all of the fingers.
Oh my goodness.
It really rounds it out. There you go. That's much better.
Oh
than
my
before.
goodness.
It's not perfect.
Oh my goodness.
It's all about technique.
I'm gonna be sitting there in the mirror training every morning how to make these weird hearts. All right, guys. Thanks again so much, and have a great night. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, man. Can you hear me?